quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Ready. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Throw right side taken in by Adunze. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be second down.
Brings up second and 3 at the 36-yard line.
Travel like a dawn, I'm a traveling man. LAX out the bottom of the
Now a handoff up the middle. Copeland. Oh, nifty juke there. He's got daylight. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Chicago. A big play there with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bears go down the field in just 2 plays to take the early lead. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
At their own 28-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. They run with a dangerous Saquon Barkley. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Operating from the gun. O'Neal. Got a man. It's Brown. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Back to throw. O'Neal. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. You look at this Bears defense. And this unit, very tough to throw against. Currently 2nd best in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
Now a 2nd and 10. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. What do they have for this? 3rd and 11. In motion, the tight end. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand. The Eagles send out their punter now. Deep to return is Calvin Austin. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Yeah, he was looking for the check-up bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to... Oh, Cardinals sin there, thrown back over the middle, and it's intercepted. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
2nd and a couple. Operating from the gun, O'Neal. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And they will score a pick 6 for Bears touchdown. The Charles, it's now a 2-touchdown lead in the opening quarter. Following that pick 6, they are off to a fast start in this one.
And absolutely ecstatic on the sideline after that play, aren't they? Not just because they got the lead, but how about seeing one of their guys get a chance to take it in for 6? Already up a pair of touchdowns. They got everything going their way early on.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
You look at this Bears defense.
They were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
And the big difference in the game, their ability to force turnovers. Multiple, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, the big difference in the game.
It was impressive. Now the question, can they duplicate it? And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They'll look to throw now on 1st down.
And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40.
Now they'll change things up.
Eagles first down. A gain of 16 yards.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And the Bears are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this 1st quarter of play.
The Bears with the football. We get set to begin quarter number 2 as they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. Copeland. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Here we go. Set. Ready.
He'll look to throw. And he will find his man on the outside.
And the Bears are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
That's good. For the Bears. First down.
Let's go now.
First and goal at the 40.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Bears take a 3-touchdown lead. The PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play.
So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, kind of a costly one, as he won't make it back to the 20.
Looking to put a drive together. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Looking to throw. O'Neal.
And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
From the gun on 3rd down. O'Neal
Gets this to Saquon Barkley out of the backfield.
And they will rally and stop him short of the 1st down. They get him to the ground at the 26.
It's 4th down.
They'll run with Barkley. And he picks up the 1st before he's taken down at the 29. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down.
A gain of 3 on the play. And the Eagles first down.
Back to throw now on 1st down.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. You start to feel sorry now for the young man throwing the
football, this is really turning into a disaster.
Listen, it's baptism. This is almost a rite of passage. This young in the league, go back and find a Hall of Fame quarterback and check their records for their first 2 years, especially if they started the bulk of the games. I'll bet you'll find double-digit interceptions on just about every one of them. They have to learn as they go along.
The extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 28-0.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And able to return this one all the way out to the other side of the field across the 50.
Partner, when I was in college, we used to have these things called game maxims that we did before every game. One of them said, press the kicking game. For here's where the breaks are made. It's the area of hidden yardage. How about that return? Flipping the field, taking it past the 50, and getting things set up to start the series.
Throwing after the interception. O'Neal. Open man is the rookie from Auburn. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable second down.
This one goes out wide for Barkley. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
That's good. For Eagles, first down. First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10.
Let's go.
He'll keep it himself.
And they're going to lose some on this play.
Being knocked back to the 18. 2 yards the loss, second and 12. Boy, the pursuit there, terrific from the linebacking core.
Oh, it certainly was, because so many times on an option play, you'll see a linebacker make a beeline for the quarterback and then zip, one cut, and he's grasping it air. But this time, he locked in on him the whole way, took an excellent angle, and his grasp.
A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles get a bit closer.
I'm not sure that they have illusions right now of, okay, we're going to score 8 times in a row and we're going to be terrific. But to get one, that was huge for them. That has to feel much better right now.
And you do have, we're still in the first half. You do have the entire second half. There's something about that goose egg that just looked bad on that board, but now they've broken it.
Yeah, broken through. Can they maintain the pace? We'll see as we go along.
They'll try and throw for it. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
And this one travels out of bounds. So unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
Ready? 60.
Now a handoff up the middle. Copeland, 76 yards rushing for it as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
And from the 34, here's 2nd and 4.
Ready, ready, ready.
He'll look to throw. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
This is what defensive coaches ask of their defenders every single ball game. Get a hand on every throw and coverage. They want the deflections. They want the knockaways. Pick it yourself if you can, but at least knock it down and guarantee it's incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
Cougar 19. Ready.
Back to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A great play there. On his way to a monster game, 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Bears continue to pull away here this first half. Extra point right down the middle. And the rout is on here in this first half.
Eagles 6.
The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end. And it looked like he got the feet down, did he? Yes, it's a catch. An excellent gain, 35 yards.
Eagles first down. It's a gain of 35.
In motion goes the tight end.
Philadelphia.
Back to throw. O'Neal. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Adafe Owe in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. This offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot, and here another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments, which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the first half.
They'll set up the screen to Barkley. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Here now a 3rd and 20. Looking to throw. O'Neal. And he backs it away, and it falls down incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And they will remain well behind.
And now 2 problems as I see it. First, you missed the kick, which granted was a long one. But second, you set the other guys up a great field position and enough time to maybe get downfield and get a field goal attempt of their own.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And a good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket. No reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards.
19, Tiger.
Now back to throw. There's a short one caught by Loveland. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down.
Panther 60, Panther 60.
They're going to try and throw. He'll try to do it himself. Oh, a dangerous pass there, and it's intercepted. It's Sidney Brown with it. And the Eagles are going to take over at their own 41. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And with decent starting field position, there may be only a couple completions away from field goal range.
Throwing to start the drive. O'Neal. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked up by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. And the Bears are going to get the football here at their own 23.
That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands.
Pass caught by Burden.
That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this 3rd quarter.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Throwing to start the drive. O'Neal. This will be caught by Brown. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Up the middle with Barkley. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
They keep it with Barkley on first down. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, this defense, they've got the 4-score advantage, and you can see why they continue to bottle up the run game, and really they've just been sharp in all facets here in this one, CD.
Yeah, they've kept that offense in check the entire game, and I think it's been led by what you just talked about, that defensive front, which has not allowed them to run the football and establish control of the line of scrimmage.
We'll get this out to Barkley complete. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. It's a gain of 34.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
This will be caught inside the 10. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he gets it a little bit closer and takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
Not a whole lot there on 1st and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or 2 in this situation.
Two of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. look to throw. O'Neal. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. From 4 yards out.
And the Eagles are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Now that Eagle offense will stay out there as they'll go for 2.
The Eagles will set up for the two-point conversion.
They'll look to throw. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
Now that should give him a spark. He's across the 40 to the 43.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
A big play there. 56 yards. And the Bears are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. This offense, they were dynamic in the first half. The halftime break, that didn't slow them down at all. Big strike here in the third quarter.
It's almost as if they were saying, it's not just our skill in the first half that's getting this done, it's confidence as well. And confidence has taken over this game in a big way. How about these strikes that we're seeing?
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll increase their lead to 28. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away.
And he returns this to the 22.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
In every game that's ever been played, coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we were worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He finds his man complete. That's Brown. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have an Eagles first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2.
I like the fact that they didn't overcomplicate things on that call. 3rd and 2. Just run the quick little hitch, which they did. Ball's out of quarterback's hands. And yes, indeed, they pick up the first down.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Final minute now in the 3rd quarter.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Again, he'll drop the throw. Now he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Now a first carry here for the running back. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. On first down, he'll drop to throw. He dumps it off to Barkley. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 19 yards there on the catch and run. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 36.
At the 36-yard line.
Oh, now some trickery. They fake the spike. And that'll be caught.
And he's going to get into the end zone. So the fake spike works, and they score. A great effort there. 36 yards.
And the Eagles are able to cut into that deficit.
And a nice job by him to catch the slant and then navigate and break free.
And receivers love slant routes because it gets the ball in their hands so quickly and oftentimes on the move. When they're on the move like that, then they get to use their best asset, which is usually their speed.
And their speed sometimes, like this instance, can take them into the end zone. Now that Eagle offense will stay out there as they'll go for two.
Set up for the two-point conversion.
And no, it falls incomplete. So the two-point conversion no good.
Bears 42, Eagles 20.
I guess the last score wasn't enough for them. They want more. Here comes an onside kick. And it looks like this one won't work out. Ham's team able to secure the football. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep. Those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
At the Eagles' 43-yard.
3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Soldier Field. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. He'll drop to throw.
Throw right side, taken in by Odunze.
Touchdown, Chicago!
Rome Odunze.
43 yards.
And the Bears are closing in on a 4-1 start as they extend their 4th quarter lead.
Extra point splits the uprights. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. And a very solid return out across the 45-yard line before going out of bounds.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. A partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
The Eagles.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw.
And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
It's J.O.K. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah in there for the sack.
You can almost see all the defenders rubbing their hands together with glee because we all know they relish the chance to bring down a quarterback of his caliber. Anyone who brings him down has plenty to talk about. Not just a sack, but a big win built off the efforts of this defense.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. That is caught. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
22 yards. That's good for Eagles. First down. A gain of 22 yards. First down, Philadelphia.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. A great play there with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Eagles get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Now that Eagle offense will stay out there as he'll go for two.
The Eagles will set up for the two-point conversion.
Mustang 19. 70 range. 70 range.
Looking to throw. O'Neal. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick two, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this one won't bounce their way. It's covered up by the hands team. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they got it going today.
That's downfield. He's got Loveland. He'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Cowboy 80. Watch back. Sack. Liking 18.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Roma Dunze with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Bears start to open this lead even wider here in the fourth. Extra point attempt here still to come. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Bears 58, Eagles 26.
The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. And pretty good field position here. He's out of bounds right at the 35.
35-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 34. Back to throw. O'Neal. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since.
Cougar 19.
They'll look to throw again. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. A big loss on the play. That's the bad news. A consolation. They keep the football. He's thankful right now for that sideline because it could have been a fumble loss, instead just a fumble, though they will have to punt it down.
You're right about that, but do you think there's ever been a player happier to see his own punter go on the field than him?
No.
I mean, not at all, right? How fortunate is he that they got a chance to punt it away, and it's not just a turnover at the spot.
And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive.
And he is going to be out of bounds a mile away from that yellow line, and that will become a turnover on downs.
So they'd converted their first 2 4th down attempts. Not there. Now they're 2 for 3.
You think maybe the offense coordinator expended a little capital on that one? You know, when you're 2 for 2, you can lobby for that 3rd one, right? Didn't get it there. Maybe now the head coach might not be so eager to go for it as we go forward.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
70 Timberwolves.
They'll keep it on the ground. Copeland. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. They'll set up a throw.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. But their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago. That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
And from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. To throw from his end zone. O'Neal. Oh, and this is going to wind up a safety.
Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does him in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus," because they think this one is over.
Ready up. Ready.
Up the middle they go. Copeland.
And good work there in open space. So he's got this all the way down now to the 32. 133 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.